How are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're taking time out to look after yourself. You're taking time to, to cook yourself healthy, good food just to feel good with yourself. I hope you're, doing all those things. What is it that you love to do? Is it, manicure, pedicure? Is it makeup? What is it that you just love to do, for yourself? Take time to do it, because if you don't, nobody will. So it's good to look after ourselves. Look after yourself, because nobody will look after you for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, my friend. Yes, you. Okay, so and today I'm just going to be concluding on the cooking oils. I'm not going to, bore you today, because I know my last video was a little bit long. I went on and on and on, but today I'm going to make it quite, brief and short, just talking about the last few two oils or three that I use in my kitchen that I think are good. Okay, so let's get into this video. So the very first oil we're going to be talking about today is coconut oil. I love coconut flavor, so I use coconut oil quite a bit in my kitchen. So in recent times, there has been a lot of controversies about coconut oil. They've not been able to, conclude on the health benefits of coconut oil. Some couple of years ago, coconut oil became quite popular, and it was used. It was said that coconut oil can help to, in weight loss, because then they thought the fat in coconut oil, that it's converted to energy more easily than other fats, thereby, boosting metabolism and curbing appetite, and also aiding weight loss. But in recent times, they've been, conducting a lot of researches on animals, and they've not been able to, come to a conclusion as to what the benefits of coconut oil and, whatever the damage is, or whatever, damage it causes. So it's been quite controversial. But for me, I love coconut oil. I use it a lot in my kitchen. I use it to do simple stir fries. I use it to make simple vegetable sauces, and I use it to make jollof rice as well. And you can use it to make chin chin. You can use it to bake. So if you love the flavor of coconut, you would love cooking with coconut, because it can the taste can actually come through in your cooking. My son doesn't like coconut taste, so when he whenever I cook with coconut, he can figure out that coconut oil has been used. So yeah, if you love the flavor of coconut, you can use it to cook, as long as you use it in moderation. Use a 1 tablespoon for a pot of cooking. That's okay. So yeah, so you can also use it. Another thing that we use coconut oil for, we use it for our hair. We have a bottle of coconut oil in the bathroom that myself and my children, my daughters, we use for our hair. And even for my body, it's also good for your body. So you can use coconut oil, you can use it for your hair and for your body. Okay, it can take medium heat, so you can use it for a lot of cooking. Okay, so the second oil that I'm going to be talking about today is groundnut oil, which is also known as peanut oil. So groundnut oil is quite bold, and it has very nutty taste. Yeah, very, if you like nuts, it's quite nutty. When I was growing up, the kind of groundnut oil that we used back then in Nigeria was, very naturally processed kind of groundnut oil. It was actually squeezed out of the groundnuts, and the kuli, it's a byproduct of granules and then the oil. So you have the kuli, you have the granite oil on the side. And when you're cooking with granite oil, you can smell it. You can smell it, you can taste it in the food. And it is healthy. It's a healthy oil to cook with. It contains a lot of monounsaturated fats as well, and it's low in saturated fats. So granite oil, it can take high heat, so you can use it to cook anything. You can use it to make stew, you can use it for stir fries, you can use it in a lot of Chinese stir fries, you can use it in Asian cuisines. I can use it for my curries as well. So granite oil is another very good oil that you can have in your kitchen. Okay, and so the next oil is sesame oil. So sesame oil is another very nutty, so nutty as in nuts. Okay, so it has a very distinct taste. So when you use it in your cooking, it would the flavor of sesame oil would actually come through in your cooking. So I use it for my Chinese stir fries because it does have, add that special flavor to the taste of my Chinese stir fries. So sesame oil, it's another very healthy oil to use. It is loaded with antioxidants. It's also very rich in vitamin K. So it is a very healthy oil. It's also loaded with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which we talked about before. So it is a very healthy oil to use. You can use it for barbecue as well. So it can tolerate medium to high heat. So you can use it for barbecue, because it has this distinct taste that will come through even in your barbecue. So sesame oil, it's another very good oil that I love to cook with because of the distinct flavor, and also because of the health benefit. So sesame oil is another very good oil to use. So next we're going to talk about palm oil. So palm oil, if it's the real palm oil, which is sourced from the red palm fruit, which is naturally processed, then it does contain a lot of vitamin E. It's also known to be rich or to be a high source of carotenoids, which is known to help in the prevention of vitamin A deficiency. So if it's the original, the real crude palm oil, which is naturally processed, then it is very good to use. But in these days, there's also a lot of controversies about palm oil. But if you can get hold of the real original crude palm oil, then it is healthy for us to use. So so if palm oil it's from a very trusted source, I will use it, because we use palm oil to make a lot of our soups. We use palm oil to make our egusi, ogbono, okra. All of our soups, we use palm oil to make them. But in the absence of a palm oil that it's trusted, I will use an alternative to palm oil to cook, the foods, and it will still come out nice. So I would use palm oil if it's from a very trusted source. If it's the crude palm oil that has all these health benefits, I will use it. And finally, the oil that I would advise not to use, that I would, suggest not to use, would be vegetable oil. So when you go to the shop, you'll see vegetable oil. It doesn't tell you what vegetable it is from. Those are highly processed oils, and I will advise against using them. I was using them before. I now know what I know. I don't use just vegetable, any oil that is labeled vegetable oil. I don't use them anymore because they are highly processed. And it does not, because they've been highly processed, they don't contain any nutrients that are useful to our bodies. So for me, the oils that I have listed, those ones are the ones that I would use for my cooking. I wouldn't use just vegetable oil because it has been highly processed. And so that is the end of this episode on cooking oil. And thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope I've been able to share with you something that you didn't know about before. And so if you can like the video and also share with your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do subscribe, and we will appreciate you for that. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.